Hey there, it's Lisa James. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your weekly Wild Spirit reading for the week of May 20th. Happy that you're here. You have one major arcana out of 3 cards. So major arcanas are really interesting. There are 72 cards in a traditional tarot deck. Not all of them, but most of them have 72 cards. 21 of which are called major arcanas. So major arcanas come up when there is a major turning point, a transition time, a life lesson, or a reoccurring theme. And sometimes it's a combo of those things, and sometimes it's all 4. For you, I feel like this is a bit of a life lesson, reoccurring theme, as well as a turning point. I think there's a lot going on here in your reading, even though it's only 3 cards. So the type of spread that I use for our Wild Spirit readings here on YouTube and Instagram or wherever else I post this is situation, do, don't do. So the first card represents the situation. Whatever that situation is for you that you would like this reading on. And the next card is what you should do more of, what you should focus on, what you should funnel your energy into. And then the third card is what you need to stop doing or stop paying attention to or stop putting so much energy towards. It's a very simple yet powerful spread, which I'm excited to dive into with you. Okay? And again, if you ever want a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to visit lisajames.com. The link is below. Book a reading anytime. Would love to hop on Zoom with you or in person if you live in Calgary, Alberta, or sometimes I'm in Denver. Would love to have a reading with you one-on-one to help you find insight, clarity, and guidance in your own life or business. All right, here we go. Dive again. Situation is, it's interesting because if you see I'll show you the cards after. Well, actually, I'll show you the cards right now. So it's in a triangle shape. And the interesting thing is, it's Hierophant, Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So you can see, look, this card here is your do card, and it's looking directly. Do you see him? He's looking at the top of his wand, but he's also looking at the Hierophant. He's paying attention to this card. He's like pointing you towards the situation, the Hierophant, the big message. The Page of Cups is not. He's looking at the fish, and he's also looking towards the Page of Wands, just almost like taunting him. It's really interesting when you look at the cards that way, how they interact with one another. Cards interact. That's a big piece of storytelling. This type of reading that I do is intuitive and it's storytelling, which means the cards interact with one another, almost like a movie film strip or a storyboard that you would see for a movie. Okay, here we go. Hierophant is the situation. In an area of your life, you are being called to be a teacher. So when I see the Hierophant, I think of this as the teacher archetype. When you think of an archetype is a very solidified pattern or known paradigm in the collective unconscious. Carl Jung actually coined the phrase archetype. There are very powerful archetypes out there. Mother is an archetype, father is an archetype. You might know the very cliche ones, prostitute, preacher, priestess, etc., etc. Teacher is a very solidified archetype. What that means is I can travel anywhere in the world. I can go to any country and I can say the word teacher in their language, and everybody knows what that means. Even villagers, if it's a tribal village, they will know what a teacher is. So teacher is a very strong archetype in our collective unconscious. Okay, we all know what that means. So you are being called right now. There's a situation where you are being looked upon and looked at as a teacher. And it may not be traditional teaching like getting in front of a class. No, it could be just you are the wise one in the room, figuratively or literally in the room that people are looking to for guidance. And it's really important that so this version of the Hierophant, he's very tapped in and connected to source. Do you see that? Like the Stairway to Heaven analogy? Very tapped in, he's very open to receiving, he's very joyful, he's very lit up, he's very excited. Do not be afraid of this role that you have in your life and in the world right now in this moment. Don't be afraid of it. It's very, if you tap into it and just trust that, yeah, I actually do have stuff that I can teach and I have wisdom. I've lived my life, and that could even be even if you're only 20. You could have lived many lifetimes by the time you're 20, depending on your journey, right? Doesn't matter your age. The older you get, the more wisdom you build up over time. The Do card being the Page of Wands, meaning that you are part of what this is leadership. So Page of Wands is the page of fire, the page of creativity, leadership, enthusiasm, inspiration. You inspire others, and it's very, very important that you tap into this leadership style that you have, which is very, very young and very youthful and vibrant, and you may be a little new at it right now in this lifetime, I guess. It almost feels like this is a reoccurring theme from other lifetimes. That's what I'm getting. So it feels like it's almost a past life thing that's dropping in. And it's okay if you don't feel quite ready, because you're more ready than you think you are. It's just a matter of doing it. Sometimes we need to do things, try things, for it to solidify into a leadership style that works for us. And yeah, you'll make mistakes, but no big deal. And this is like, again, doesn't have to be big leadership. It could be though, but it could be just small leadership. Maybe you're going to lead a lunch and learn at work, or maybe you're going to become a manager in your community, or maybe you're going to, lead volunteers at a pet rally or something, whatever that is. I don't know, pet rally, I don't know. Don't do. Page of Cups. So again, Page of Cups, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's not very emotionally mature, and he kind of is a bit in the clouds. You know, he's idealizes everything. Again, not a bad thing to be this way in certain circumstances, but in this certain circumstance, it's really important that you do not have an idealized, childlike vision of what this is. Okay, that's all the cards are saying. Do not allow your emotions to get carried away. Try not to be overly vulnerable in a Page of Cups way, right? Don't over romanticize it at all. Stay in your purpose and your passion. That's what's really going to lead you. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.